In Sheffield over the past 2 years, we've noticed that the number of people on the streets begging has increased, and in particular places around ATMs, on the routeways from places like the railway station into the city centre and so on. Around the nighttime economy, West Street and Division Street, then people are using those opportunities to ask for money. And the stories those people tell are about homelessness or being in need, wanting money for food and so on. And actually we know that most of those people who are asking for money are not street homeless. That's the first thing. And secondly, most of those people who are asking for money know that there are places where they can get free food, good meals provided for them. Or they're also receiving benefits and could be paying for those meals out of the benefits they're receiving. So there are other reasons why they're on the streets asking for money, and predominantly that's to support addictions to either alcohol or illegal substances. And there lies the problem in that if those needs are met, if people access or get enough funding to support their alcoholism or their addiction to illegal drugs, then their first need is met, and there isn't a need or there isn't the impetus to look at how to build a good life and to live a good life. We know of some really good cases where people are surviving through the money they receive from begging in terms of drug use and alcohol use, but they're then physically incredibly unwell. They're not eating well, they're not using accommodation well, their accommodation is becoming worse. We even know of one case where somebody has left their accommodation because they can earn more money on the streets to feed their habit, their drug addiction problems, so actually the accommodation was a bit of a bind. So they left it and moved on to the street. Now the long-term prospect for that person is not good. It will be about illness and probably early death. The main purpose of the campaign is to question in people's minds how they can help people. We want people to remain compassionate. We want people to care about people who are homeless. But to realise that actually giving people money on the street isn't the best way of caring for them. In actual fact, for some people, it's doing exactly the opposite. It's putting them in a worse long-term state. So we want people to care, but if they want to give money in any way, give it to those organisations who will support people to make the changes that they want to make and need to make to live better lives. And there are various organisations around the city centre. People like the Big Issue who work with homeless, ourselves, the Cathedral Arts Project, which is a day facility for homeless people, Ben's Centre, which is a facility for people who are street alcoholics, and so on. So if people want to support us, we are working directly with that group of people, but to make positive change.